Hey, welcome. This is Johnny on Fire, and today we're making pierogies, and we're gonna do it on fire. I'm Johnny Spizzano, your host. I got Colin Olmsted from the Humble Palace Food Truck.
Sure do.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for joining me in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're making pierogies today. Is that you sell that on your food truck?
I do, yep. Pierogies, we sell a whole bunch of American regular foods with like fries and burgers and that, but we have a Polish flair going. So we have pierogies and kielbasa and sauerkraut that we do as a meal.
And you know how to make these from scratch.
I do.
Family recipe, and we're gonna make it for you here right now. And I can't wait to get to the story of how Colin and his wife started their food truck. But first, let's get to the ingredients. What do we need to make pierogies? What do we have here?
So to make the dough, you have to have some flour, egg, a little vegetable oil, and mix that up. You have to knead it together, but not knead it too much. So it's kind of particular. You got to build it just right.
By the way,
with some water.
this whole recipe will be available at the WPBS website. So just so you know.
Absolutely.
So we'll help you through it. All right, so that's our dough. We've actually got a basic dough.
Yeah, we made up some here, and we're letting it rest. After you make it and knead it, you have to let it rest for a little while.
All right.
And then the next step would be make some the filling.
Okay.
Filling consists of, today we're doing potato and cheddar with onions. We try to do a lightly brown onion inside of them, and then lots of cheddar, because who doesn't love cheese?
I'm so excited about this. I've never made homemade pierogies before, and we're learning from the master. Before we get started, we've got some kielbasa here that we're gonna roast up in the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the kielbasa that we're going to cook today to go with it was actually donated by Red Barn Meats for the show today.
This is a situation where we're gonna let Colin take control, because this is your game. I think it's so interesting. I met Colin while I was out. I walked up to the food truck window, and what's the name of the special that I got?
I think you got the Taste of Poland.
The Taste of Poland, yes.
So that's sauerkraut kielbasa with pierogies, all in like a tray. It comes with sour cream and a little bit of green onion on top to finish it all off. So.
Now, we're gonna throw this in the fire and let this roast up a little bit, and then we are going to make the pierogies right here before your very eyes. Seems like a lot of work for a food truck. That's pretty cool that you're willing to do this.
Well, I like good quality food, and we strive to bring the best.
All right. So we're ready to throw this in the fire. These look beautiful.
I'm just gonna finish slicing this last one here
from
and
Krogan.
put those
should
right
we put a
down
little
like
oil in
that.
there.
A little oil in there,
the
and toss it
bottom.
around.
Just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Baste those up a little bit.
All right. We're gonna
Put a
cook it
little-
on fire. I'll throw that in here, Colin.
Put a little bit of just a little rosemary on there to give it a little something.
Ooh.
Just
All right.
a little of that oil there.
All right.
Woo! Oh man, look at that.
Looks good.
It sure does.
Okay. We'll set that down for now. Wow, that's hot.
It is.
All right, so this is our stuffing,
Yeah.
okay?
So-
And this is our dough.
This is our dough. This is our stuffing. So once you have your stuffing prepared and you can let it cool down, you mix the cheese
So it's
into
really
it.
like a mashed potato mixture.
It
when
is.
I
It's
look at
mashed
it.
potatoes with cheese and onion in it. It's really simple. You can make this, make this at home. It's nothing crazy about that. The dough, however, you can't use a pizza dough or anything like that. You have to make it according to this recipe and let it rest enough. So that way it's nice and smooth and not elasticy. So when we roll it out, we shape them, and then we're gonna actually put the stuffing or the filling inside of them and then fold them. And then we have to fold them and then to be ready for
Let's
the next
get to
step.
work.
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, sounds good to me.
So what we're gonna do is, we got a lot of dough here. To make it easier, we're gonna divide the dough in half, get some of that right out of the way. And if you're gonna be a little while you're cooking with it, it's always good to cover the dough with a little bit of saran wrap inside of the side. That way it
Keeps it
doesn't
from
dry
drying
out.
out. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're just gonna spread out some flour here on the surface. You don't want anything sticking. And then we're going to flour our rolling pin as well.
So, all right, so we're spreading this out. This looks great. I really want to tell you about their story Colin, you were in a motorcycle accident?
I was. My wife and I were both riding. We were in a motorcycle accident on our way home from a date night, and unfortunately, because we were both on it, we both were out of work. So, and laying in a hospital bed, wondering what's next, one of my friends asked me, he says, "What are you going to do for work?" I said, "Well, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade." And me being the sarcastic person that I am, of course I had to make some lemonade.
Really?
So the Humble Palace became that.
You went from in an accident to a lemonade stand to eventually a food truck,
Yeah.
and it's the Humble Palace.
Little by little, we added things to it, and we have the palace.
Here you are.
So,
All right.
we've got some dough rolled out here. We try to roll it out as thin as you can. You don't want to see through it, but you want it to be, relatively thin and workable.
Okay.
Now,
What's this?
I have this fancy little tool. You don't have to use one of these. You can use the lid of a mason jar, a drinking glass, anything circular.
To make a circle.
So yeah, so
Okay.
this part of the tool we're just going to use to press in and cut.
This is going to make it a little bit more uniform. You're selling them to the general public.
Exactly.
So when people come to the Humble Palace and get pierogies from you, they have a little bit of a look. Wow, look at that.
a lot more authentic, and they all look pretty close to the same.
Okay.
So I'm going to give this one to you.
Okay. Put her down there.
That one's going to go to you, and I'm going to cut another one here. And I'm going to take
Okay.
that. This tool actually comes with a spoon for the filling.
Are you kidding?
So
Okay.
we'll put that right over there in the.
So I'm going to get a scoop.
Yep. So
A
you
level
take a level scoop, pretty good
Okay.
scoop. Maybe you can heap it up even. It don't matter.
All right.
These are decent sized pierogies. I like a good one with lots of filling.
Oh, so you want me to put more on is what you're saying?
Yeah, put one more scoop on there.
All
it's
right, we
fine.
can do that. We want to do them like you have them at the food truck.
If you put too much,
Is that too much?
Well, if you put too much, you'll know because
You can't close it?
You won't be able to close it, and it'll squeeze right out.
All right. How about you? You want some?
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
Put it right in.
Oh, okay.
Put it right here in my fingers, and I'll show you how that's about perfect.
Okay.
So I lay them in my hand. This tool actually splits. You can actually put them in here, fold it, and it'll make them. I
Okay.
prefer to do them by hand. I've been
Show me how you do it.
done a couple of them before. So, so you just fold it over,
Okay.
and then it should be, if the dough is right, it should be really easy to work with.
This dough seems nice.
You can stretch it right over, and you just kind of shape it a little longer, and then I crimp the edges together.
Like that?
Yep. And so there's, you can do it like that, and it's.
Would I get kicked out of a Polish kitchen?
I mean, it's gonna taste really yummy. So.
No matter what.
So yeah, no matter how well it looks. So the first time you do it,
Yours
it may
looks
not,
better than mine.
it may not look great,
Put
but
yours next to mine.
I think you did pretty good.
All right. So now we're just going to repeat this step.
Absolutely, and you can make a whole bunch of them. To make them look a little nicer, you can use a fork or the back of a knife to crimp around the edges, helps them seal.
Turn that around, let them see. Over here, yeah. Yeah.
Helps them seal. We'll do it like this.
So next step would be to throw them in boiling water.
Yeah. So we'd have a pot of boiling water. You'd put them in, and within half a minute to a minute, they rise. And then once they rise, I try to let them rise for at least a minute so that they've turned into like a pasta. And they're ready to come out.
And then what do you do?
Drip dry them, and then we fry them in a pan with butter and caramelized Vidalia onions.
I can't wait till we get to that part.
That's the good part.
I'm ready. All right, let's go drop these in some water. Okay?
Absolutely.
Come on. So my Humble Palace partner and I have some beautiful pierogies we just took out of the boiling water.
Yep.
Now what's next?
So we let them dry just a little bit, and while they're drying, we're going to prepare a cast iron pan, or preferably a cast iron pan,
All right.
and then we're going to add butter and onions to it, and kind of toss that around there, and we can put this in the fire.
Go ahead, you do it, brother. Just don't burn yourself now.
Right,
Slide it right in
Right
there.
in here. Ooh, that's hot.
It is hot.
It's on fire.
It will cook quickly.
That's good.
So let's finish our conversation. So when you make pierogies, can you do more than just stuff them with potato and cheese?
Yeah. So at home we kind of have fun with them. We've added in like cream cheese instead of cheddar, and buffalo sauce, and like little chicken. You can do mushrooms inside of them. You do like mushrooms and farmer's cheese and potato. We've done apple pie filling in them. Made little hand pies, little dessert pies, and yeah, they're very versatile. You can do this once you get the dough down and you get the hand of it. You can kind of have fun with it and do what you want and get creative. While they're finishing up,
Yeah.
we should maybe work on some green onion.
Okay.
That way we can top it. I like to garnish the sour cream with a little green onion, and it also tastes really good.
I feel
with
like too. Let's throw some more butter in the mix.
Yeah,
Okay?
absolutely.
All right. So how many? Honestly, think about this now. How many of these pierogies you think you've made? Or do you make on a weekend or make in a summer? What do you think?
I don't know how I would even begin to count. I mean, we've made a lot. It's probably 10,000 or something like that. I don't know.
10,000. I love it.
It's a lot of them.
Oh, these are looking so good in here. I can't wait to show y'all. So let's see. How long have they been in there? Like what? 45 seconds?
Not very long.
Okay, we're gonna pull them out and show you where they're at right now. Okay.
That looks awesome. Look at that. Those look, they're starting to look really
Don't
good.
they look good and smell good?
Let's just flip these two here over and give them a little bit longer here. They're kind of still cooking in the pan because that thing is so hot, but unbelievable.
Look at
that quickly.
Right? Okay.
Power of fire and wood.
Yeah, and that nice little bit of char you get.
Oh yeah, the flavor on
It's
these
not
is gonna
burned.
be amazing.
But
Oh no,
there we go.
They can
All right.
brown right up nicely. You want them to get
Here we
nice
go.
and brown. And
Another 30
and,
seconds, we're gonna be eating, brother.
absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
I don't think you can hurt yourself by browning them too much. It's kind of, if you like them more done or less done, that's up to you. But you can
Can you fry them in anything else besides butter and onion?
You could, if you wanted to do like olive oil and like a little seasoning mixture or something like that, make them a little more savory. You could. I just love them in the butter, that good old creamy butter and onion, and you can't go wrong.
One
So,
more thing. Let's add our kielbasa now.
Yeah,
Just let it heat
absolutely.
up because our kielbasa is good and cooked. Okay, so we're gonna add that.
Stir that right in. And
Okay. Give it a shake.
absolutely.
You got the plates ready?
Let's grab
Okay,
some
here we go.
plate here.
Give it a shake. Oh, wow.
Those look so good.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. I don't know what you want to use to spoon it out.
Oh, whatever. Place it right on there, and that looks so good.
Another piece of kielbasa.
Yeah, why not? Right
Again, Red Barn Meats.
Yeah.
Boom. All right, I'm gonna make one. One for you, one
Plate
for
one
me.
up for you.
This is great. I'm gonna start making these at home now.
Yeah, and you can, and they're so easy. They take a little time to get the ingredients right and let them rest, but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun, and it's something you can do at home and something you can do with your kids. Let
All
them
right.
fold
How
them
do we
up.
garnish it?
So I think a nice little chunk of some greenery here and a slice of orange on there will look real sharp. And then
Okay.
right back here,
Sour cream.
we're gonna put some
There's your spoon.
sour cream. A nice little dollop of sour cream on here.
Is this how you
I'll
do
let
it at
you-
the food truck? You do sour cream?
We do the sour cream, yep. And
Okay.
we'll finish that off with a little bit of green onion.
Okay.
And,
Little for me.
A little green onion for you. And we should be good to go.
I don't want to eat it. It's so pretty. Made from scratch from the Humble Palace recipe catalog. Great job. Here we go. We're gonna try it. Oh
Absolutely.
my gosh, they're so squishy. Got a piece with an onion on it. Dip it in a little sour cream. Hot from the oven. Again, pierogies. Oh man. I've never had them that good.
They're really good when you, especially if you get them in the butter.
Store-bought don't taste like that.
Nope.
And this is why when I ate at your food truck, I'm like, I gotta get them on the Johnny on Fire show.
There you go.
Thank you, Colin, so much for being a part of this today. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Don't
having
forget, you can check out the Dinner at Johnny's podcast. You can meet the Humble Palace at the Governor St. Lawrence County Fair.
Yep.
And hope everybody has a great day. And remember to check out the WPBS website for recipes and other episodes. All right, I'm taking the second bite.
There you go.
I gotta get some of this kielbasa in this next bite too.
I'm just gonna use my fingers.
You can. You're allowed. You're in my kitchen.
Absolutely.
All right. Yum.
Doesn't get any better than that.